But yes, we do consume each other's blood on occasion for ritual purposes only. It is used for a reason, and it is controlled where it's like, let's shed a few drops of blood and each drink it. He's much more haphazard and hectic and chaotic, where he's willing to just like cut his chest open with broken glass and be like, take my soul.
Today, we're looking at some TikToks that exposes celebrities' darkest secrets. Welcome back, family. Thank you to all the channel members for support. So apparently some more stuff about Trump and the Epstein files just got leaked. There's a video of Megan Fox claiming that sometimes celebrities drink other people's blood. And apparently Taylor Swift is also a dark priestess. So we're going to be taking a look at that today in this video. So make sure you guys watch till the end. You don't want to miss it. And as y'all know, remember to like, subscribe if you haven't already. Hype the video up so it gets pushed to way more people because they need to see this. Like, these things are actually crazy. Let's go.
Here are some morbid facts about Elvis Presley. This is the grave of Elvis's twin brother Jesse, who was stillborn. Elvis would often tell his friends and family that he had a persistent feeling that Jesse was somehow with him throughout his life. Wherever he went, Elvis always wore the cross, the Star of David, and the Hebrew word Chai. This was so that when he died, he wouldn't miss out on heaven due to a technicality. But regardless, Elvis's struggle with drugs towards the end of his life was a losing battle. In the first 8 months of 1977 alone, Elvis's doctor prescribed him more than 10,000 doses of sedatives, amphetamines, and narcotics. This all resulted in his untimely death while sitting on the toilet at the young age of 42. His stool was so backed up from the drugs and his horrendous diet that he hadn't taken a dump in at least 4 months.
4 months? You know how crazy that is? He probably felt like just horrible brain fog because like 4 months, that's like literally unheard of.
But yes, we do consume each other's blood on occasion for ritual purposes only. It is used for a reason, and it is controlled where it's like, let's shed a few drops of blood and each drink it. He's much more haphazard and hectic and chaotic, where he's willing to just like cut his chest open with broken glass and be like, take my soul. Let me bleed on you. That happens? It doesn't not happen, let me tell you. Maybe not exactly like that, but a version of that has happened many times.
Death doesn't scare me, but you know what does? The music industry. So this creator, Epic Paranormal, just made a video about how he went to a Lana Del Rey concert and the vibes were really off. It wasn't only like the spooky vibe going on stage, but the fans in the crowd were doing really abnormal things. Like there was this one fan that was like screaming the entire concert, begging Lana Del Rey to unalive him. Like it was not normal crowd fan behavior. He said he kept trying to take pictures, and every time he did, his phone would distort the faces. Like, what is going on? And then how do you tell me that this is Lana Del Rey? Like that does not look like, that looks like a demon. Like she looks like a man in a mask and like a coat and like, ugh. And to give you a reference on why this is so weird, she was dressed like this. And it's not like one photo or one person, it was everyone. This girl upped the contrast of the photo, and you would think that it would make her look more like Lana Del Rey, but she looks less. She looks more like a demon or a man in a mask. Now you could argue he is a paranormal content creator. Is this just content he's trying to make? Who knows? But yeah, people are terrified. What do you think? Follow my TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube for more. It really helps when you interact.
I personally think that like the camera was too zoomed in.
It was wild that I didn't know how close my own wife was to the Clintons.
That you were married to her?
And well, I was married to her.
How close was she to the Clintons?
I mean, cell phone away, like, or hey, tell Ye to say this away, or hey, go out and use your platform to push the vaccination away.
I really do not like Hollywood. It is not for me. The business really scares me. I understand that I'm a part of that business and I enjoy my kind of interactions with it. But that said, I am always looking for ways to kind of remove myself from it, to kind of just live as normal a life as possible. Today, doing this is a very rare thing for me to do. Yeah, I definitely think it has been an ongoing thought which is don't lose yourself. I've seen so many people come before me and lose themselves, and I've had friends that I've grown up with that aren't friends of mine anymore because they've lost themselves to this business. And I just am really, really keen to focus on what makes me happy, which is my family, it's my friends, it's my carpentry, my golf, the charity that my mum runs. Like, that is the stuff that makes me really happy, and that's the stuff that I should protect. My relationship is the thing that I keep most sacred. I don't talk about it. I try my best to keep it as private as possible. We both feel very strongly that that is the healthiest way for us to move on as a couple. So I do try to keep as removed from it as possible. Like, you'll never see me at an award show that I don't have to be at. I'm never going to a red carpet event that I'm not in the film of, you know? I don't want the attention when I don't need it.
Okay, so the Taylor Swift fans are going crazy because a video just came out of Taylor Swift smoking some... Ooh! What do y'all think, right? People are mad that Taylor Swift, who's supposed to be this super, like, role model, super person, is smoking. And I'm like, bro, she's like a 30-year-old woman. Like, she can smoke if she wants to. Like, what is y'all problem? She was not your role model. Y'all want her to be your role model. Are y'all actually mad that Taylor Swift smokes? Like, come on now. I mean, to be fair, we don't really know the consistency of how much she does it. But yeah, this whole role model thing that we give celebrities, we got to kind of stop that, because some of these celebrities are terrible people.
We have some major news right now. The White House is furious this evening as the Wall Street Journal is set to be publishing a bombshell report connecting Donald Trump to Jeffrey Epstein. It's gotten so bad that, according to Oliver Darcy, who first reported this, Donald Trump himself personally called the editor-in-chief of the Wall Street Journal to voice his concerns and objections of the report. Now, we don't know what the report is, and what we don't know is if Donald Trump went to Rupert Murdoch, who owns the Journal, to voice his concerns to Murdoch, and whether or not the Wall Street Journal will continue to publish this report. But Darcy has said that essentially the Wall Street Journal has a Justice Department attorney who's willing to talk I don't know if it's on the record or off the record, so we'll have to see. But there is a bombshell report that has the White House furious, that has Donald Trump furious, and now it remains to be seen whether or not the Wall Street Journal is going to go through and publish it. If the Journal doesn't, then maybe Donald Trump was successful in killing it, but that would spark a whole host of fury from Republicans and Democrats alike. So let's see what happens next. Spread the word and follow along for more.
I've been getting a few DMs from some of you pointing out the strange amount of celebrities and people in high positions that claims that they're aliens. Check it out real quick.
I woke up in Philadelphia. I'm really from outer space, honestly. Honestly.
Why do you believe?
Because I'm an alien.
Why?
Because I'm an alien.
Explain.
I can't explain.
Do you really feel like you're not of this planet?
I don't know. No, I'm an alien.
Well, you know what?
Now, obviously, they could have just been joking, but a few people are starting to speculate that a lot of our celebrities and high people in political power are actually from secret continents that we don't know about, or are planning to go there as a reward for the way that they've influenced us. What's interesting is that I recently made a video talking about the theory that Antarctica is actually an ice wall that circles our 7 continents, and outside of this wall is multiple continents that we don't know about. If you listen closely to what artist Chris Brown said, when asked if he's not of this earth, he specifically says no, and then immediately says he's an extraterrestrial. Breaking that word down, extra means more, and terrestrial means of, on, or relating to the earth. So what if he wasn't lying and he is an alien from extra earth? But what do you think? I have a video of people who actually claim to have found a secret continent. I want you guys to check it out and leave your opinion in the comments.
During the surveys, strong evidence emerged of the existence of a new continent.
There were several factors that led us to perceive the existence of the new continent. With the launch of several atmospheric probes, equipped with cameras and other equipment, we were able to identify a territorial mass that is not included in our maps.
I feel like celebrities like to play a persona. Like, you know, a lot of them like to play like a demon persona, a devil persona, an alien persona. But in my opinion, there's also the celebrities that have like god complexes. Like, they've been hyped up by everyone so much that they genuinely think that they're gods or like an actual alien. When realistically, all you just do is make words rhyme in a catchy melody. That's literally all you do, and get paid millions.
If y'all really want to know what happens behind these closed Hollywood doors, watch this movie, Mulholland Drive. It's fucking crazy, and I'm going to tell you why. So the movie starts with this woman. Her name is Rita. She's in a fucking limousine trying to go where she's trying to fucking go, and she gets hit by a like they get into a whole accident, and when she leaves the car, she has no idea who the fuck she is, what she was doing, and where she was trying to go. She then breaks into this bitch's grandmother's apartment. This bitch name is Betty. She breaks into Betty's grandmother's apartment. Betty finds out and she's like, oh my God, like I didn't know my grandmother had a guest. And Betty is like this quintessential Hollywood wannabe actress. She just wants to chase her dreams. She's new to LA. She won a dancing competition so she can come out here and like explore the real Hollywood dream. And we'll get more into this later on. So Betty and Rita, they try to figure out who the fuck Rita really is. Like they don't really know her real name. Like she just came up with the name Rita. So they're trying to figure out who she is. And Rita has a name in her mind and she just says the name Diane Selwyn. So they try to figure out, oh my God, is Diane Selwyn actually Rita? So while they're doing all this, Betty's ass auditions for a movie. So Betty goes to like this big Hollywood studio and she like auditions for like this film, and she is like literally killing it. Like she's like the best actress they've seen. She is this part, and like she literally impresses the casting directors, the producers. She even goes so far to like make out with the I guess the producer or the writer. And you think, okay, she has the shit in the bag, but no, this shit gets crazy. Hold up. Because throughout the entire fucking film, like you see characters have like secret meetings in dark ass rooms. They pull out a picture of this bitch. Her name is Camilla. They keep saying she's the girl. She's the girl to pick for the new fucking film. We never see Camilla talk. We never hear her lines. We don't really know much about her, but we know that everyone in this Hollywood conspiracy behind these films, they keep saying she is the bitch to like choose. So long story short, Betty and Rita, they actually go to the woman Diane Selwyn's apartment. They break into this apartment and they find a dead body. They find a complete dead body, and it's fucking crazy.
What if I told you that this isn't Taylor Swift, but in fact, the high priestess of the Church of Satan, Zena LaBeouf? Some people go as far to believe that Taylor Swift is the exact clone, reincarnation of Zena LaBeouf. Some people will even say that she is Zena LaBeouf. It's kind of weird because they look the exact same, down to what they like. There's an image of both Taylor Swift fantasizing over holding snakes, and so does Zena LaBeouf. There's even an uncanny likability between their singing. What makes it even more strange is that some people won't even listen to Taylor Swift's music because they believe that her fan base is a cult. Sort of like Zena LaBeouf. Is it a coincidence? Or is Taylor Swift actually a vampire?
Nah, Taylor Swift definitely looks like that girl, but in my head it's like, if I was a dark priestess, why would I want to just let everyone know by looking the exact same? Like, I would at least try to change something.
This actor exposes how Hollywood really is. Listen closely.
With actors, you're in a vulnerable situation. You know, you're in a vulnerable place. You're trying to get a job, and there's people who could use that power to abuse it. I was a young actor. Yeah, I was asked to go to a hotel room of a director. It was a famous director, and I didn't think anything weird by it because I never think it had ever happened to me. And so I went, and he was in his robe. I still didn't think it was weird. Well, he probably just came out of the shower or whatever. And then he asked me to do, to do the scene and then crawl on my belly around it. And it got to a weird place. I remember that humiliation, and I didn't tell anybody. The agents are creeps too, and then trying to get a job, and the casting directors can be, and the people who are the producers, the directors. I mean, it's rampant in the industry. There's not one actress who doesn't have a story. Just before I was really famous, and the next thing I know, I'm in a room with this guy. He's in a chair. And, comes out in a bathrobe and sits in this chair. And the next thing you know, I'm like, he's asking me to like crawl on the ground and then to crawl toward him. And I just like, it was just this.
If you want to be in the entertainment industry, be careful and speak out.
You know how people often say that they can separate the artist from the art? Shia LaBeouf is one of those artists whose talent will never catch up to how truly dark and destructive and disturbing his past is. Considering that FKA Twigs and Shia are finally going to trial in October of this year for his alleged abuse of her, I thought we could go over the details of the lawsuit, their history, as well as Shia's very dark past. Because in my opinion, I don't believe FKA was the first and I don't believe she was the last. So like I always say, everything I'm about to say is alleged. You don't have to believe me because I am just some bitch on the internet and this is all public information. So FKA Twigs is a singer-songwriter from the UK. She has a beautiful, ethereal voice. Her and Shia met in 2018 on the set of his movie Honey Boy. They began dating just a year later. In late 2020, she goes on to file a lawsuit against Shia for alleged sexual battery, assault, and infliction of emotional distress. According to Twigs, Shia LaBeouf forced her to sleep without any clothes on every single day because if she didn't, she was keeping herself from him. She alleges that he always wanted her to make herself available to him. She says Shia would tell her she was disgusting and vile. She alleges Shia knowingly gave her an STD, something he would later confirm. Allegedly, Shia would violently attack her while she was asleep. She would wake up to him, preventing her from breathing with his hands. Allegedly, Shia did not like when she spoke to or looked at male waiters, so she learned very early on that anytime a male was speaking to her, she would just keep her eyes down and just look at the floor. She alleges he had a minimum amount of times that he required that she kiss him or touch him every single day, and if she did not meet that minimum requirement, he would blow up, he would cause a scene, he would scold her. There's so much more about his behavior in general and how scary it was. She even talks about how to get ready for certain movie roles, he would go out and pew stray dogs. Now this just brings me back to when I talked about the really disturbing link between method acting and these really terrible abusive men in Hollywood like Jared Leto and James Franco. I think I talked about this in the James Franco video. Twigs alleges that she thought she would not be taken seriously if she went to the police, and she also feared ruining his career. Crazy enough, Sia hears about the lawsuit and she comes forward with her experience with Shia. Now, if y'all remember, he actually stars in the music video for Sia's song Elastic Heart, I believe. It's actually my favorite Sia song and it's a great music video. But she says that she felt conned into a relationship with him because at the time that he was dating Twigs, he led her to believe he was single. Sia saying, and I quote, that she has been hurt emotionally by Shia and that she believes he's a pathological liar and that he's very sick. Another one of Shia's exes comes forward. She was actually part of the lawsuit. She made a statement in it. Her name is Carolyn Fudd. She's a costume designer. And she says that Shia also did not let her look at or speak to male waiters. And she says that one time he headbutted her so hard that she bled. Shia is asked to make a statement, and in an email, he says that a lot of the allegations are not true, but that he owed these women the space to share their experience. But then his lawyers quickly thereafter deny every single allegation, saying that Twigs benefited and made millions from her relationship with Shia. Now, the case was delayed for a myriad of reasons, but Shia would go on a podcast in 2022 saying, "I hurt that woman, and in the process of doing that, I hurt many other people." He also says that he has a long list of people he needs to make amends to. Shia admitted to cheating on every single woman he's ever dated, never telling women up front that he has herpes type 1, and he admits to being an alcoholic and dealing with PTSD. He also says that he has a community of 60 men. They hold these weekly hour-long Zoom calls and that, they give him feedback in real time. Men will do everything but go to therapy. Shia is currently married. He has married actress Mia Goth. In 2015, they're in Germany and they're caught publicly arguing.
I don't want to touch you. I don't want to be aggressive. This is the kind of that makes a person abusive. I just want my guy to leave.
Now, the people filming this interaction is a group of guys that actually end up giving Shia a ride to the airport. In the car, they film Shia saying, "If I would have stayed there, I would have unalived her." Now, they would go get married in 2016, and in 2018, amid certain allegations of abuse, they actually separated. They reconciled in 2022, and she had a baby shortly thereafter. Shia says that in 2022, Mia also saved his life.
Celebrity secrets that were revealed by their staff. Selena Gomez. She leaves her underwear lying around for her staff to see. Jennifer Lopez. She doesn't pay her assistants. Britney Spears. Her maid found her leaving food under furniture and leaving her clothes everywhere. Madonna. She has a toilet phobia and asks her staff to clean the toilet before she goes. Jennifer Aniston. Her bodyguard reported that she is rarely fully dressed at home. Justin Bieber. It has been rumored more than once by his staff that he has been caught sleeping with them.
Alright, tell me this isn't weird, because at this point, they're not even hiding it anymore. You remember Castaway, right? Tom Hanks stranded on an island, losing his mind, talking to a volleyball, covered in red handprint? Purely symbolic, right? Or is it something way darker? But why is this symbol on the same hoodies of some of the most powerful celebrities in the world? Jay-Z, Ellen, why are they rocking this image? Is it just a coincidence, or is this another case of hiding in plain sight? And if you know anything about certain conspiracy circles, you already know what the red handprint supposedly means. I can't say the word here, but look it up. But don't say I didn't warn you. Aleister Crowley once said, "Evil must hide in plain sight, for the rules of the universe demand that the deceived must consent to their deception." They're not going to tell you directly, but there will be signs. By the way, I just dropped a new YouTube video. It's called The Banned Night Vision Goggles That Revealed Demons. It's on YouTube. You can check it out. Link is in my bio. As always, thank you for watching.
Celebrities have literally been telling us that Satan is in control of Hollywood for a very long time, and most people miss it.
Well, needless to say, sold my soul.
Sometimes they don't want to, and they're, Gaga, we can't get, the frequency's weird, and, it's sounding a little bit strange, and I'm like, if you don't get this right now, I swear to Lucifer, I'm gonna, I get a little bit mad.
Why is your hand over your eye?
Because I'm a devil worshiper, what are you talking about? All right, well, I have tickets to see the devil worshiper.
Why do you still do it? Why are you still out here?
Well, it goes back to the destiny thing. I made a bargain with it, a long time ago, and I'm holding up my end.
What was your bargain?
To get where I am now.
Should I ask who you made the bargain with?
with the chief commander.
On this earth?
And on this earth, and then in a world we can't see.
There are so many celebrities who have actually sold their soul to the devil. You may think it's just a joke, but they are being serious. Fame, fortune, power, it all sounds good until they realize they got it at the expense of their soul. The Bible says, what does it profit a man if they gain the world but they lose their soul? Satan doesn't give out free gifts, but he traps you. And the truth is, Jesus is the only one who can set you free. He's the only one who can give you life and life to the fullest. You don't need a deal with the devil. You need to align with the purpose that God has for your life. If you want to learn more about the biblical truths, then follow now.
Did you know Albert Einstein would sometimes wake up in the middle of the night screaming, convinced he had seen visions of the universe tearing itself apart? Those close to him say he would rush to his desk, hands trembling, scribbling equations he swore were whispered to him in the darkness. Neighbors reported hearing him pacing for hours, muttering about forces beyond time and a shadow behind the stars. In his final years, colleagues noticed his gaze drifting mid-conversation, as if listening to something no one else could hear. Secret notebooks later discovered were filled with strange symbols, chaotic diagrams, and numbers modern scientists admit make no sense. Some who studied them described an eerie sensation, like the formulas themselves were staring back. The most disturbing detail is that Einstein never destroyed these writings. Instead, he preserved them, leaving behind unanswered questions, and the fear he had unlocked something humanity was never meant to see.
They used to say there's a thin line between mentally insane and genius.
The bizarre birthday card allegedly sent by Donald Trump to Jeffrey Epstein has made major waves across the political world. On Monday, the House Oversight Committee released hundreds of pages from Epstein's estate, including a birthday book from Epstein's 50th birthday in 2003 that was filled with sketches, photos, and notes from powerful figures. Among them was a sketch of a naked woman with a note purportedly signed by Trump saying, quote, "We have certain things in common, Jeffrey. Enigmas never age. Have you noticed that?" The card ends with the line, line, quote, "May every day be another wonderful secret." Trump denies ever writing it, even going so far as suing the Wall Street Journal for $10 billion for defamation after first reporting about the letter in June. The paper stands by its reporting and published a handwriting analysis, claiming the signature matches Trump's past writing. The president is now declining to discuss it further, calling the card a, quote, "dead issue."
So he wrote this?
Supposedly.
The voice, it says voiceover, like he's like a movie star, like he's in a script. Donald, yes, there is, but I won't tell you what it is. Jeffrey, nor will I, since I also know what it is. Who talks like this? Donald, we have certain things in common, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, yes, we do. Come to think of it. Donald, enigmas never age. Have you noticed that? Jeffrey, as a matter of fact, it was clear to me the last time I saw you. Ugh.
Yeah.
A pal is a wonderful thing. Happy birthday. May every day be another wonderful secret. Ooh.
It's quite strange.
But it's also like the way, like, enigmas never age. Have you noticed that? And Jeffrey, as a matter of fact, it was clear to me the last time I saw you. Like, if one of my friends sent me that, I'd be like, I'm getting a new number.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Get
need
a
help.
new number.
Why
And-
didn't you just write happy birthday?
Yeah, what
happy
the is wrong with you, Enigma?
Happy birthday, Jeff. That's all I want.
That's what I was saying earlier, bro. It's like we gotta stop idolizing these celebrities because some of them can be weird. Like, I don't really know if what that said about Trump is true, like that whole thing, but like, it's still kind of weird.
Kris Jenner hosted my baby showers. The whole family was amazing to me. I ended up marrying someone who was someone when I married them. And then the day after just became somebody different. So I rarely saw Kris after that. It was the isolation, the alienation, not to see the friends as much anymore. I remember one episode when I had Ruby, they thought it would be really cute to have Chloe babysit Ruby. So I'm like, yeah, that'd be so funny. He was like adamant, absolutely not, no. My assistant at the time, Liz, Heather McDonald's best friend growing up, during the time that Liz was with me, I introduced her to Kris, and Liz is efficient. And so one day Liz came to me and that was it. She's like, she went to work with Kris. I mean, I can't buy Liz a fucking Birkin bag for Christmas. You know what I mean? There's no competition. But it's a cutthroat world out there. I mean, Liz helped get that lip kit for Kylie. The people I introduced Kris to now won't give me her phone number. That's how gross fucking Hollywood is.
Oh,
like,
wow.
oh, I want to talk to Kris now because I've been divorced for 10 years. I'd love to talk to Kris and like have dinner with her and tell her what. And they're like, and I'm like, can I get Kris's email? And I'm not kidding you. Like, they won't get back to me, or I'm like, holy balls. And then I'd say, did I do something wrong?
You even have a scar on your ear? You got anything on there?
I do.
What do we say? What do you got
So,
there?
right over here.
Oh, it's a tiny little
See,
mark.
it zicked right there.
Yeah. It healed up pretty fucking good.
Well, it's pretty good. Yeah, it's little.
All these stars have caught mysterious illnesses since they became famous, and the connection between them is terrifying. I have to talk about Ariana Grande first. Yes, she's sick. It's been a few months now, and we've seen her losing dozens of pounds. She looks more and more like a skeleton. Her condition is very alarming. Madonna, who was once at the peak of her career, the very embodiment of 80s pop. However, over the years, her appearance has drastically changed. No, I'm not talking about plastic surgery or aging. There's something darker behind it all. Now, you're about to see one of the creepiest transformations, the case of Wendy Williams. Her life took a complete turn in an instant on live TV. Right there, on set, she saw something that scared her so much that she fainted. Ever since that incident, she's been suffering from an obscure illness, just like many other stars. One thing connects all these celebrities. They all spoke out against the terrible actions of their industry. And strangely, soon after, something serious happened to them, almost as if someone wanted to silence them. What is this strange illness? Could someone be behind what's happening to them? What do you think? If you like my videos and want to support me, click the link in my bio.
This billionaire was secretly running one of the most disturbing illegal operations in modern history. Jeffrey Epstein was a wealthy financier with powerful friends, from politicians to celebrities. But behind the luxury lifestyle, Epstein was running a massive human trafficking ring, targeting underage girls. For years, he used his private island, jets, and mansions to hide his crimes, while staying protected by his elite connections. In 2008, he got a sweetheart deal, serving just 13 months for charges that should have put him away for life. But in 2019, it all came crashing down. Epstein was arrested again, facing federal charges. A month later, he was found dead in his jail cell under suspicious circumstances. Many believed the full truth about his operation, and who was involved died with him. Follow for more shocking stories about the crimes of the rich and powerful.
Here is a really sad blind item if it is true, because according to the blind items, Justin Bieber has allegedly been having a very hard time since Diddy's arrest, and he is struggling more now than ever with substance abuse. Speaking of singers and substances and ODing, don't be shocked if this north of the border singer ends up unalive from an OD. He hasn't been this bad in 5 or 6 years. And again, this is allegedly Justin Bieber. And the related headline reads, "This is so disturbing. Video of Justin Bieber from P. Diddy's party is uncomfortable to watch for fans after recent revelation." In the wake of P. Diddy's arrest following several allegations of racketeering and trafficking, an old video of the rapper together with singer Justin Bieber resurfaced online and garnered concern from fans. The disturbing clip was taken at a birthday party, and the Canadian star looked wasted and seemingly unaware of his surroundings. The controversy between P. Diddy, or real name Sean Combs, and Bieber wasn't new at all. Still, the renewed attention was brought about by the multiple lawsuits the rapper is currently facing after he was taken into custody in New York.
Big conversation is set around the Yummy music video that was released in 2020. Justin arrives in a pink hoodie. He finds himself walking through the kitchen to get to this large banquet hall where it looks like some sort of colorful wedding. You know, there's large tables of well-dressed individuals sitting around being posh. They're almost dressed over the top to seem very glamorous. Right when he enters the party, to his right is a young girl wearing a red bodysuit. Netizens have said this feels very significant. Just keep in mind, this red bodysuit is going to come up again, but there is a young girl who appears to be a minor wearing a red sparkly bodysuit playing the violin. Justin sits down at a table, and netizens have pointed out that everyone nearby is much older than him. They appear middle-aged. Everybody's already eating. He gets served this very interesting dish, which people have really dissected. It's a few pieces of bread with a cherry on top, and then another bread propped up against the other slices, so it looks almost like a shield for the cherry. For the first bit, it appears Justin Bieber is to a degree enjoying himself, and netizens state that the whole party atmosphere shifts when the food gets served, and it's all this unappetizing food. It's really gross looking food. You know those weird jello cakes with vegetables? Looks like jello mounds with just peas, green peas inside. But everyone at the table is served this disgusting food, and the only thing sitting in front of Justin Bieber now is not the food, it's just a glass of pink liquid. So now people are connecting the drugging that was done at parties, or the alleged drugging that was done at parties, to this music video. Again, I don't know if this is a warranted connection. I'm just telling you, these are what netizens are pointing out. Eventually, in the middle of the music video, women start coming out from under the table, and they're all younger women now, and they're all dressed in elements of white, which people have pointed out. The music video then switches the lighting from the overhead lighting, if you will, to the black light. So it almost feels like the party is starting. And what goes from regular lighting, everybody's wearing these bright colors, black light turns on, and the white becomes sharper, and people think it looks like a white party because everything looks kind of white in black light. Then abruptly, the party is over, and it's just Justin and a few people left to clean up the mess or deal with the after effects, is what some netizens say. He's alone at his table now. There is a red sparkly suit draped over the chair next to him, and that was the outfit the young girl in the beginning had likely been wearing. And it appears that she was a minor, so the connotation, if this is what the creative aspect is. At the end, there is an empty plate. The plate has a picture of younger Justin on there with the word yummy written underneath. A lot of netizens have said, quote, also if you sing it a certain way, it sounds like he's saying young me instead of yummy, and the lyrics make so much more sense.
Dude, that one is so crazy. Like, it just, there was definitely a lot of symbolism in that Yummy video. Like, if you guys haven't listened to Yummy by Justin Bieber, or even seen the music video, go watch it right after this video. The video is about to end anyway, so like, go watch it after the video. It's crazy, bro. And isn't it me, or does that girl in the red dress kind of look like Selena Gomez?
You guys know Nardwuar. Well, did you know he was bullied so bad when he was young, and that's why he's able to know every little detail about everyone he interviews. If you do not know who Nardwuar is, he's arguably one of the best interviewers of all time, and he's able to find out personal information about someone that they didn't even know. To the point where he literally had little Uzi Vert running out of the room. But this isn't all sunshines and rainbows, because back in the early days when he first started his interviews, the bands and the people were very mean to him, and they would bully him, would call him mean names and diminish him and basically make him feel like he's nothing. And this changed Nardwuar's attitude because in the beginning he tried to ask super specific questions, and now he just kind of goes with the vibe and asks questions on how he feels. And this honestly made him a giant meme all over the internet because this guy said if you ever apply for a job, you better pray Nardwuar isn't the one doing the background check because he'll find out anything about you. For example, Snoop Dogg actually wasn't able to get his hands on the Smoke Fest World Tour unreleased recordings that he made. Nardwuar was actually the one that gave it to Snoop Dogg, and Snoop Dogg freaked out and he was super surprised by the whole situation.
It was crazy the things that he actually knew about a lot of these celebrities. Even these celebrities are like, dude, that's not even known publicly. But yeah, man, like I'm saying, dude, check out that Justin Bieber Yummy music video because I'm about to do it after this. You know, if I was streaming right now, I'd have watched it with you guys, but I'd probably get copyrighted anyway, so I probably couldn't do it even on this video. So rip. Talking about streaming, I might end up start streaming like around November, December. Try to see if I can start streaming a lot more. I'll be on the lookout for that.
Thank you all for watching this here video.